Ewan Cameron said that Hearts would not lose. Jambo Bear, who's taking a wee panic attack there, turned around and said Hearts would do everything but lose. It would win. You walked away with hee-haw.
1 15-minute first trophy cup thing, and that was it.
You should have gone to Specsavers too. Celtic 3, Hearts 0. It's time for the fans to react. I tell you what, there was a lot of overconfidence for the team in Maroon yesterday. Yeah, Rangers beat Celtic, but Rangers are a different kettle of fish, right? Hearts are dog meat. They're going to finish outside the top 6. And all we've heard about, Critchley, he's second in the league since he signed. Well, what's he done? No, honestly, he's took a team that was rock bottom.
I refuse to believe that stat's true.
I seen something that it was.
Well, he's got more points than Celtic and Rangers since he took over at Hearts.
It was something like that.
I would imagine he'd probably be sitting fourth.
He
may have been second in the new year.
I think it was
from 2025, maybe.
Well, I think that might have been what it was. No, I think it was before.
Because they were unbeaten in 2020 until they played Rangers.
I think it was before the Edinburgh Derby. They came up with that stat. Because that was when.
That could be about right. Like,
point is, Critchley's pissed, right? I'm never forgiving the guy for Petro Cup. He shafted the coefficient single-handedly. We all care about the coefficient cup. You include it, and your team's
that's
pissed.
The only cup I can ever win. Like, so.
Hold on, you're in the Scottish Cup semi-finals.
Aye, but we're playing Celtic in the finals. So.
Does this give you hope?
First 15 minutes, thought we looked decent.
Yeah, but the cup.
I tell you what,
the cup's also played as the same format.
We need to get Dyson Maida cup tied or something. I don't know how that's going to happen, but he needs to leave for that Scottish Cup final.
See the difference maker?
Of course he is.
He's the best player in the league by a mile.
See if Dyson Maida's no playing in this game and Adam Idah's up front, it's not 3-0.
Might be 2-0, but.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Celtic scored any of the goals that they scored with Dyson Maida on the pitch. With Idah on the pitch instead of Maida.
You see the difference.
Maida was impactful in all 3 goals. And I just don't. Yeah, so.
No, I tell you what, man. See if Dyson Maida picked up an injury in December and was out for the rest of the season, Celtic would have had to have signed someone. They could not have let Kyogo go.
No, well, I think if that was the case, Kyogo would have stayed.
Well, yeah, probably. But I mean, I tell you what, man. If Celtic do not sign another striker in the summer, Adam Idah is wank.
I think Kyogo was great. Loved the wee guy, but I don't know. I think Dyson Maida.
How many coefficient cups did he fucking win you?
Not enough, but I think a Celtic front three could be maybe the best we've seen.
Yeah, right here, right now, it might be. Jota, Maida.
Although, I mean, you're saying that Dyson Maida is in the form of his life, I guess, but let's say Kyogo didn't leave. If you had to play one of them through the middle right now, I think on current form you'd go with Maida over Kyogo.
Of course you would, absolutely. I think Kuhn's dropped off. Since that goal against Bayern Munich in the Allianz Arena, I think his arse is kind of...
Well, I mean, if Kyogo was still at the club, Maida probably wouldn't be playing through the middle. He'd probably be playing down the wing.
Yeah, but he'd still be scoring goals, wouldn't he?
Of course, aye.
And here, it was good for Maida yesterday. Not so good for Hearts. I mean, is there one player that sticks out for Hearts that was the shittest of them all?
Nah, it was just a bad day at the office, man. It wasn't good enough.
Yeah, Hearts have got a good team, man, and I don't know what they set up for, man. It's like realistically, right? See teams go into Parkhead, it should be like, right, this is what happens when we concede. It's almost like Hearts didn't have a plan B. And I'm sorry, you should be used to conceding first at Parkhead and having like a plan to react to, but they had nothing. So let's see what the Hearts fans have got to say to this. The largest fan-owned club in the UK. How much of your redundancy money went towards that?
Well, I haven't taken my redundancy yet, so at the moment, he of it.
How much are you going to take out the West Wing safe to put towards that?
Well,
because you need some signings.
Judging on this performance, I might need to pump a wee bit of money into the club. So any super chats that are on this video, I'll make sure Hearts receive it.
There we go.
Wire transfer.
Oh, an Aberdeen fan getting it stuck right into you.
Get it right. Oh, well, at the end of the day, at least you sold your allocation.
Well, it's more than what fucking Aberdeen did.
Yeah, we did, aye. Go ahead. Did you hand back your ticket, all things dons? Laugh now, but you know what? It's embarrassing that we're even within touching distance of Aberdeen, considering the points lead they had on us. and they've chucked it away. They're fucking blowing like a 20+ point gap to Hibs
I seen something like Aberdeen.
for third spot. Like, so I mean.
I seen something like
Anyway, we'll get the last laugh when we knock Aberdeen out the semi-finals and go to Hampden final.
I seen something along the lines that if Aberdeen have only sold 9,000 tickets for Hampden. Like, that's pathetic.
Big club though, massive club.
Aye, big club. I mean, I put them above Newcastle.
Some people are saying they're bigger than Rangers.
Where are they?
Let's be honest, right? See if Rangers... Let's say Rangers were a new... let's just float the idea that Rangers are a new club. Bigger than Aberdeen already.
Maybe let's float the idea. Let's float the idea fucking back.
No, I mean, I would argue they are.
Well, so Rangers since 2012 are bigger than Aberdeen.
Aye, I'd say so.
But we don't have to do that since 1872, big man.
What
about Celtic since 94? If we're going to go fucking down that route then.
Well, I mean, they have been, come on.
Nah, Celtic are a Diddy club, aren't they? No, it's Diddy as Hearts, though. Like, we're going around here. But no, I think it's pathetic that Aberdeen have only sold like 9,000. Hearts have sold it in the 19. They've asked for more. That's what I like to see. It's a real opportunity.
Give us more. We will fucking tank them. I'm telling you. We will put them to the
You need to do
sword.
better than what you did yesterday.
They don't have Dyson Maida up front.
No, but they've got Daba and Kevin Nisbet.
I'm bricking it.
He's bricking it. Anyway, moving on. Hearts on top and should have scored before Celtic did. Celtic clinical, but without their captain and Maida would be bang average. Big Harry Milne had a good debut, and most Hearts player did okay. They are good enough for top 6 and cup final. Then fingers crossed.
I mean, see if this guy was basing the game on the first 15 minutes, I'd say fair enough.
Yep.
But I thought we were shite after we went 1-0 down. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say we did. All the Hearts players did okay. I mean, wait. Honestly, man, see after that James Wilson header, didn't have a chance. I don't recall a chance.
Yeah, we watched the whole game. I don't really recall a chance. I mean, bang average Celtic would be without Maida and McGregor.
You know what, though? You're taking away their captain. You're taking away, in most people's opinions, the best player to have played for them in probably, 2 decades or something?
Yeah, but...
And then you're taking away... You're taking away the best player this season in the league. So that is obviously... You take away those two types of players, and of course it's going to make them worse. I know I say that with Idah, but I mean, it's true.
It doesn't make them bang average, though. I mean, it's a bit unfair on someone like Carter Vickers. I mean, yeah, if you want to bury Adam a day, we've all done that. But, I mean, I don't think Carter Vickers is bang average. But, yeah, we'll move on. Never mind, lads, you won a corner. Mind the gap.
I say saving Ryan's privates.
But he's won a corner, though.
I guess it's like saving Private Ryan, but only in return.
A wee bit different. So, mind the gap. I don't know who he supports. Does Critchley need to go if he don't get top 6?
Aye.
Well, Mark wants to talk about Critchley, so you take it away.
I think it's time to talk about Neil Critchley. His record in big games is abysmal. He has failed to win any of the big matches he has managed. This is simply unacceptable for a Hearts manager. He must improve in these games ASAP, or it's bye-bye for me. Well, it's bye-bye for Mark. It'll be bye-bye for me. I think it'll be bye-bye for everyone, because that is true. The big games, he just has not cut it. And I mean, the only big games that he's really won has been, I guess, the Scottish Cup games to get to the semi-finals. But I mean, it was against St Mirren, wasn't it? And Dundee. I mean, look, I'll give him a bit of credit for getting to the semi-finals, and he has brought Hearts up the league. I get that, but when you look at the games that I want to win are the Edinburgh Derby, the games against the Old Firm, and we haven't won any of them. In fact, we fucking lost every single one, so it's like,
Yeah, it's like Hearts are a big club, right? Scottish football, part of the top 5. Put them wherever you want. If you can't beat any of the other big teams, then you're starting your shoes tied at the end of the day. Like, Hearts are never going to amount to anything with a manager that can't beat the other big teams. Like, we talk about, Rangers only won the League Cup last season because Celtic weren't in it. Well, what the Hearts need? The Hearts need everyone else to beat it to win it. Yeah,
the likelihood of Celtic, Rangers and Hibs all getting knocked out of cup without having to play them is going to be unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen. And I mean, Petro Club, Diddy team. But
you say that? I mean, I guess Hearts could beat Aberdeen, who are not a big club, and then St Johnstone could beat Celtic, and Hearts could win the Scottish Cup via sneaking past St Johnstone. But that's unlikely. I wouldn't be betting. Yeah. I wouldn't be betting the house on that. If that's what you need to win a cup, then I'd say your chances of winning the cup are, drastically going down.
It'd be fantastic though, wouldn't it? Imagine St Johnstone Hearts final. I'd take it right now.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't like that.
You would.
No, I'd rather Celtic.
You'd rather beat Celtic, but you'd rather St Johnstone to win it.
I'd rather Celtic in the final.
Then you're brain dead. Brain dead.
Maybe I am, but I'd rather the better game, the bigger game.
Would you rather beat St Johnstone in the final or lose to Celtic in the final?
Well, obviously beat fucking St Johnstone.
Well, that's the question we're asking here, because he's not got a fucking chance of beating them. That's the point I'm telling you.
Right, well, let's see. McD says, love to see the Timu Rangers lose.
He's calling you a shite Rangers.
I could say a few things about him, but I'll no bother.
He'll no bother. But he's the better man. Don't think I'll lose any sleep over 3-0 at Parkhead. Never judge the manager on the results against the Old Firm and won't start today. How we bounce back from this result is infinitely more important, says Jamie. Jambo, Daft Jim. Is that you?
No, because I don't get that. Never judge the manager on the results against the Old Firm and won't start today.
I think you need to.
I think that I obviously give him a bit of leeway. Like, you're not going to treat him. You're not going to expect a manager to get the same result against Celtic as you would expect him to get, let's say, the same result against Ross County. But to say that, he's basically saying that as a Hearts manager, you get a free pass in your games against. It's a hit. It's a shot to nothing essentially. That. You can lose 5-0 and it's alright because you're not getting judged on that. Yes, you're expected to lose, but I think there's a way you lose. And I think you need to put in a level of performance and the scoreline needs to be at least respectable. I'm not saying that I'm going in expecting Neil Critchley to beat Celtic every single game. Not saying that. But at the same time, I'm expecting him not to fucking lose every game 3-0. I'm expecting him not to roll over every game. And if you're not got... What kind of expectations do you have if you're not going to hold them to any sort of standard? What, you play Celtic, if you finish top 6, you play Celtic and Rangers, as Hearts 4 times each a season? Is it really wrong to think that you should be beating them at least once at those 4 games? Or at least getting a fucking draw? Or maybe in a couple of the games, if you lose, it's like 2-1 and you could have got something from that. It was an unlucky game. Bullshit. I refuse to believe that this guy thinks, well, I don't care. Hearts manager, never judged him. You can lose all 4 games 3-0 against Celtic and it doesn't matter.
No, it
fucking does matter.
It's pathetic mindset. See with that, you're never going to ever overtake the Old Firm or get close to them. Yes, we all know Hearts are not as good, but it's like, to me, what sets managers above other managers is like the fact Naismith went to Parkhead and beat Celtic. That's a big thing. Critchley can't even beat, teams at Tynecastle, let alone going away. I just don't get that. You're never going to go forward as a club, basically writing off.
Shite logic.
You're essentially writing off 8 games a year. You're starting 24 points down on the top 2 because you don't give a fuck about the results. Never judge a honestly, see this logic, right? See if Hearts had like 100% record against all the other teams in the league, but lost the other 8 against the Old Firm, then maybe you could spin it. But that's never going to happen at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're never going to advance as a club. See Tony Bloom putting his £10 million into Hearts. May as well say fucking goodbye to it when some fans have got this logic.
Aye, no, don't agree with that whatsoever.
Also, and like we said, See the results against the Old Firm. 9 times out of 10, for someone to win a cup, you're going to have to beat the Old Firm on the route to it.
Yeah.
And if Hearts are a big club, do you not want to win trophies?
No, you do.
And you're going to need to beat the Old Firm to do that. So
it does say daft in his name, so we'll cut him a bit of slack. Like, he's almost admitting to the fact that it's a daft opinion.
You've been broadged. What do you make of that? Adam Idah on that, shushing you.
I don't think Adam Idah should be on this because
he didn't do it.
And see, when any team does get broadged, what does he contribute? He contributes fuck all. The only thing he's contributing to is the biggest flop in Celtic history, the biggest waste of $9.5 million. That's his contribution. Taking $9.5 million out the Celtic piggy fund and fucking blowing it.
How long till Engels is off penalty duty and they start giving Adam Idah them?
Honestly, I don't think that's going to happen because I think that
I'd be doing it.
I think most people at Celtic realise that the money that they've spent on Armadeus gone. They ain't getting it back.
Yeah.
Why would you hamper the biggest signing of all time, the most expensive signing of all time, the youngest, the younger of the players, etc.? You will continue to pad Arnie Engels' stats because you're going to make. You're not. It doesn't. You're going to make more money through an Arnie Engels sales than you can recover from that 9.5 million you've spent on Idah. Like, if let's say Celtic get 10 more penalties between now and the end of the season, and everyone's scored. If you add 10 goals to Arnie Engels, you can add a hell of a lot more money to a potential transfer fee for Arnie Engels. If you add 10 goals to Medea, how much that 9.5 million are you really going to recoup?
No, I know.
You're not going to. He's not going to score 10 goals, and all of a sudden you're going to go, well, Idah's worth 20 million now. So I think you just accept that Idah's shite, sell him in the summer, and keep Arnie Engels on pen. Well, that's what I would
Tell
do.
you what, man, you look at Miovski, 6.25 million. That's who I'd been signing for Celtic. Miovski's good. I haven't really kept too much up to date with him this season in La Liga, but Adam Idah, this is as good as it's ever going to get for him. He will just leave and probably go to a shitey team in the Championship. That's the reality. He's not good enough, and I know, we have a bit of banter with him, right? And it's kind of a bit of a running meme, but the reality is he ain't good. He ain't. He scores tap-ins. He scored a tap-in for Ireland during the international break, but yeah, you know what? Is he going to walk away with a treble at the end of the season? It's not really down to him, is it? Last year, yeah, he played his part, but 9.5 million. You called it out at the time. It's a fucking joke. Yeah, price, isn't it? Especially in this league, can't be. I mean, seeing you compare it to 5.5 million for Tierney. The Rangers are like, Rangers got to pay that. 9.5 million for a day it's ridiculous. It's a crazy price, man.
Even Celtic fans will know. Say if they were taking on Rangers in the cup final and Midas set to start in 5 minutes before kickoff, he pulls a hamstring and they have to go with Idah. If they're being honest, they'll admit they'd be shitting themselves.
See, all the
they would like
the angles.
It's a massive downgrade.
All the angles in a day transfer done. Business is done has given the board leverage, in my opinion, over the fans. They'll be like, look, this is what happens when we spend it.
Yeah, we don't necessarily.
Sometimes
improve.
maybe shit, sometimes maybe good. I'm not going to say Engels is a flop, right? I think he's all right, but Idah is just no all right. He's not. I just don't see it with Idah. Jack284 says rubbish game, but we stayed in the top 6. Don't forget anyone was really expecting a win, to be honest. Whoa, but you were. You thought they'd win. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. Celtic.
Well, what do you want me to do? Say we're shite and that we've got no chance?
Celtic get beat.
I backed them. I thought we'd beat Rangers that time. We lost 3-1. I did.
Yeah.
I thought we'd turn up the day and give Celtic a game. Did I think? I'm not going to say like you and Cameron we couldn't lose. Of course we could lose. But I thought we'd give Celtic a game. And after the opening 15 minutes, I thought things were looking pretty good. But here, one pass from McGregor. Straight through the back of the defence. Midas away. Goal, 1-0. Then the game's gone. So that's what it is.
Yeah, but at 1-0, the game's not gone. Hearts have got the players
Well,
to turn
wait.
up.
Hearts played like it was gone.
No, they did. No, absolutely. They did play
And
like
the second goal came not that long after, so it was like, I just killed it.
And then Dudon says, ha 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 ha, get it right fucking up you, thank you for coming, Hearts. We've seen enough tri-colours to last us a lifetime today. And that's where we're going to leave it. That's Hearts fans react. The Jambos are not very happy, but we'll see who gets the last laugh in the Scottish Cup final. Till next time.
Oh, breaking news. Rangers FC are wishing a happy Ed Murabak to everyone at Rangers. I just thought I'd put that out there.
Just thought you'd put that out
Hashtag Ed Murabak. Hashtag everyone anyone.
Did they take the LGBT flag off the top of the stadium?
Probably did, aye. That would be conflicting, wouldn't it? Like,
That would be.
can I celebrate both of those things?
Not at once, brother. Anyway, till next time. Peace.